Hey everybody, today we're looking at this new tool on an Appsumo Lifetime deal, Unifier.ai. Unifier.ai is fairly new. There's only 2 reviews, so we don't have a lot to go off of except my experience. And it's basically another AI tool amongst a bunch of AI tools that we get all the time. But the difference here is that it takes any sort of AI input and it takes any sort of input and it can turn it into multiple different content assets at the same time. So you can turn it into a blog post, and you can turn it into a YouTube title and a YouTube description and YouTube timestamps, a newsletter, key takeaways, etc., at the same time. So let's just quickly take a look at some. Let's see if there's anything interesting. So what it does is it can take you can upload YouTube videos and it'll transcribe it for you, or you can paste content yourself. It can produce long form content. You can manually edit any part of your outline for the blog post, and then it'll create a blog post from there. You can create social content. And the plans and feature are, so I don't know how long this tool is going to be on a lifetime deal, but it's fairly new, so it should be there for some time. You have 3 tiers. On tier 1, you get 30 generations per month. So this could be like 1 generation is a blog post. 2 generations would be a blog post and say a Twitter thread. 3 generations would be a Twitter thread, a blog post, and a YouTube title, right? So that's what a generation is. 2 workspaces, 5 members per workspace, 2 hours upload length. That's 2 hours basically for one. So if it's like a YouTube video, that's at max you can upload 2 hours. And then license tier 2 is basically 80 generations per month, but they increase the upload length. And tier 3 is 150 generations per month, and it's the upload length. It's the same thing. And then we don't have a lot of reviews to go off of, but just seeing if there's any interesting questions people have asked before. Okay, let's go to the tool. One of the things that I wanted to point out is they're not very clear which AI model that they use, and I actually asked the founder which AI model that they use, and the response was basically you don't get to choose the AI, but they're always up to date with the latest AI model, whether it's OpenAI GPT-4 or Cloud 3. They use the best model for whatever content you're creating. So sometimes Cloud Opus might be the better option for content. Sometimes Cloud Sonnet might be a better option for something, and so they decide what to use. So yeah. This is the also just another caveat. When I first signed up, when I got tier 2. I had some troubles when I actually signed up. For some reason, my account wasn't. It just said free, so it didn't. For some reason, it wasn't working out. It wasn't connecting to my AppSumo account, so I had to contact them, and they fixed it for me. But you might come across that issue. And there's a lot of tools that I purchased today that had that issue. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a YouTube video, maybe something from my channel. Oh no, this is YouTube Studio, YouTube. Let's do this. Let's do something. I don't know. Take this one. 27 minutes. We'll take that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first generate from this video. What I want to generate is I want to generate a summary. So this is not necessarily a podcast, but yeah, I wanna get some quotes from the video as well. I want to see any resources that were mentioned. See how that's 3 generations right there. I want to create a newsletter. I want to create a blog outline. I want to do a blog post. I want to do a tweets thingy. Let's do a full newsletter. And let's do case study exercise. And I don't know if you can create manual, ma- if you can create manual, like your own creations, your own content types. I don't think so. I don't think so. So you're stuck with what you have here. And so click on generate content. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna drop a link. And then I'm going to ask it to write the content. So now with the transcript itself, you can add instructions. So I'm going to leave this as is. You also have the option. So that's 49 generations right there, and I only have like what 100, and so I think the credits are quite low, to be honest. 49 generations. So some of these generations are more. Some of these generations are more than others. I've only had what 8 generations, and that's equal to 49. And I have tier two, which is go back here. Tier two is 80 generations. So I'm basically done half of the generations right there. But it's wait. It says I have 49 generations left. Never mind. Sorry, that was a mistake. I'm not gonna edit the transcript. I'm gonna generate. And so it goes through each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I should be around 12 generations. So you keep on clicking this for each one. So as it scrolls through the right. So, oh yeah, see the blog outline was 5 generations. Tweets, one generation, one generation. And then what it's doing is now it's generating. I don't know if it does it simultaneously. So this is a blog outline, summary, quotes, podcast. So it already has the transcript ready. Podcast. So at this point, we're just gonna have to wait. Um, while we're waiting, I just want to see if we have um, any interesting questions that we can take a look at. So let's see here. So it generated the tweets. How to maximize your use of Strico. The spelling isn't correct there. Choose multiple models. Input your prompt. Compare responses to find the best output. Manage your coins efficiently. Start new chats to avoid long context. Use concise prompts. Monitor coin usage per model. Utilize Strico's features. Generate text, images, code. Analyze documents, spreadsheets. Share and collaborate. Join their Discord. Advice for using the AI tool effectively: compare multiple AI models for better results. Each model has strengths. Use them to your advantage. Prioritize tasks and manage time effectively to reduce stress in a busy work environment. Understand that AI tools can consume resources quickly. Plan your usage to avoid running out of credits. Common mistakes in AI tool usage: relying on a single AI model. Different models excel in different areas. Use multiple models for comprehensive results. Ignoring resource consumption. AI tools can quickly deplete. So when it keeps on saying AI tools, like this information is obviously referring to Strico. So I find it interesting that it just generally says AI tools. Um, oh, there's like 8 pages of tweets, which is interesting. This honestly, it's not like the tweets aren't too bad. I would fix it a little bit, but I mean it's not too bad. So this is more of a first person. I overcame AI tools. Okay, let's go to the next one maybe. So Strikeo's coin system could be a double-edged sword. Strikeo versus Merlin, which I did talk about. Okay, let's see the next one. Yeah, the tweets aren't too bad. Let's look at the newsletter. Unlocking the power of multiple AI models with Strico. Introduction. Have you ever wished you could compare the outputs of different AI models without switching between multiple tools? Strico is here to solve the problem. This tool allows you to run the same prompt across multiple large language models simultaneously, making it easier to compare and contrast their responses. This can be incredibly useful for tasks like writing blog content, where different models may excel in different areas. What you will learn: how Strico allows you to use them. Okay, using multiple AI models simultaneously. Strico's standout feature is its ability to run the same prompt across multiple large language models. For instance, okay, benefits, key features, real world wrap up. Honestly, the newsletter isn't too bad. It's not too bad. Case study exercise scenario: you're a product manager at a tech company exploring new AI tools to enhance your team's productivity. Recently, you came across a tool called Strico, which allows users to run prompts across multiple large language models. Objectives: analyze the key features of Strico and their practical applications. Questions: guidelines for analysis. Start by so this would be like this case study would be a good example of like answering these questions and like making a YouTube video out of it, like because it's just really formatted nice and breaks it down really nice. Further reading: Appsumo, OpenAI, Anthropic, assessment rubric, clarity and relevance, depth evaluation, quality of recommendations, use of evidence. Let's look at mentioned resources: Strico, Appsumo, GPT-4, Cloud 3 Opus, Gemini 1.5 Pro, Facebook groups, Appsumo Plus, Arturo, which is the founder, Discord. So that's pretty on point, I would say. Podcast newsletter, 5 essential key takeaways, important. Okay, it took a little bit less than the other newsletters. Look at quotes as well. So this is just me talking, and I took a bunch out. For a single web page creation, you might burn 1,000 coins. The biggest differentiator for this is being able to use multiple models at once for any prompt, so I can compare and contrast responses without switching tools. I think this is a really good way to get responses right away without going to different tools. I really think they need to clean up their UI, just make it a little bit cleaner. Yeah, sounds like me. Summary: exploring Strico, a multi-model AI tool. Introduction. Today, we dive into Strico, a versatile AI tool that leverages multiple large language models to enhance content creation and analysis. The tool recently launched on Appsumo and offers unique features like running simultaneous prompts across different models for comparative analysis. Episode summary. You got key takeaways. Let's look at the blog outline. So, if you were to create a blog post, exploring Strico, introduction, overview, key differentiating features, initial impressions, target audience key features, text, image, document, and spreadsheet analysis, user experience, practical applications, future development, conclusion, exploring Strico, key features, user experience. Wait, did it just repeat itself? Yeah, I think it just repeated itself right there. And wrapping up. And you can actually create, from here on, you can actually create a blog piece, blog content. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, but I did try the blog generation, and it was very generic, just like majority of these AI tools. Blog content, something that's most of these tools are struggling with. I think the I'll make a YouTube video on this soon, but I think SEO writing.ai is the one where I've had personal success with. Other than that, most of these tools, like, it's really hard to humanize. It looks very generic. We have we have to wait until the next model to really get that sort of content flow going a little bit better. But what are my thoughts? So my final thoughts are that I likely will return this tool. I probably will not keep this tool. And my main reason for that is I think this tool is good for what it does. I haven't really seen, like, for creating content, like just social media content in general. Like, I think it's good. I think it's good, but I don't need it. So depending on your use case, I have other AI tools that I rely on already for other things. I use Trico, I use Merlin for different things. Like, I don't necessarily need this at the moment. And if I find myself not using it, then what's the point of purchasing something that I'm not going to use? But not to shit on it, I do think it's a good tool. I will give it a 4 out of 5. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 just because I haven't seen anything that, in terms of like, the only hiccup was that when I was actually when I was signing up for the account and setting it up, that was the only hiccup. And that the tool itself was good. So for some people it might be useful. I would recommend it if it's something you don't already have, or you don't have other tools that you use regularly, or if you rely on social media a lot, and you want to convert like YouTube video content into social media like content, then I think this is a win, or this is basically a good tool to have. So yeah, until next time, see you guys later. Take care. Bye.